Hi there, it's Doreen and Dozer, and today we're just going to spend a few minutes doing some shoulder openers. So when we have stress or anxiety in our lives, we often start to clench these muscles in our upper body in this direction, and they tend to get very tight and sort of stuck in that area to a point that we really can't even begin to release them fully. We have to take small steps to get that out. So today I'm just going to show you a couple of those small steps to begin to release the back of the neck, the upper shoulders, back of the head, and try to bring you back into a more neutral alignment. Sound good? All right. So starting seated, the only thing I'm going to ask you to have is, if you have a yoga strap, that's awesome, but many people don't, and a washcloth will do just fine. So have that at your side, and we're just going to begin by bringing your feet together like so, okay? And it doesn't matter how high your knees are, just bring your feet sort of together. And then you'll take your right hand on your left knee and your left hand on your right knee and just hold those knees. And you can be up high or down low, it doesn't matter where you land. Just try to grab onto outer knees with opposite arms. And here, before we start, you're gonna try your best to lengthen your spine. It probably won't get perfectly straight up. It's okay if it's a little rounded here, but try your best to be a little bit taller in your spine, okay? And then just through your nose, take an inhale and just draw the breath all the way in. And as you exhale, you're gonna drop your knees, drop your chin, and round your upper back. So the rhomboids and trapezius muscle between your scapula are getting a nice big stretch here. And you'll inhale, you'll lift all the way up. The scapula will be coming closer to the spine. Hold your breath for a moment. And then slow exhale, tuck, round, and just allow the scapula, that action is called protraction. So they're pulling away from your spine. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck and round and drop. And one more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, tuck and drop. Good. And then come on back up and we'll switch the arms. So just take maybe your right arm off your left knee and then bring it in front of your other arm, or just change out whatever arm was in front. I'll do it again. So inhale here, exhale, tuck and round. And again, inhale. You might notice having the opposite arm on in front feels a little different too. Exhale, tuck and round. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, hold the breath. Exhale, tuck and round. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, tuck and round. Very nice. Come right back on up to neutral. Okay. And we'll go ahead and just cross the legs to any comfortable seat, and feel free to sit on something if that makes you more comfortable. And now we're going to use this washcloth and just go ahead and put it in your left hand for now, okay? And we'll reach your left arm up to the ceiling and bend your left elbow. Once you bend your left elbow, just going to kind of bring that washcloth or your yoga strap right in front of your right shoulder. And here I'm going to take my right hand onto that strap or washcloth, and then again, try to find a nice long straight spine. Press the back of your head into your left arm, and I can already feel my spinal muscles working here. So you want to keep that connection of with the back of the bottom of the head, the occiput, pressing into that left forearm, and I'm going to gently move that away and pull slightly down on my washcloth to bring my arm a little bit farther behind. But again, pressing the back of the head into the arm into the back of the head as I'm gently tractioning this washcloth down, keeping my breath smooth and even, just opening that shoulder. Every time I inhale, I think of lengthening the spine. Every time I exhale, I deepen that connection just a little more. And then just 1 more big inhale here. And then exhale it out. And I'm going to change sides just by reaching my arms all the way up. And then bending my left elbow, dropping this washcloth in front of my left shoulder. Now my right elbow's behind my head. Back of the head into arm into head. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, little gentle traction of this washcloth down towards my pelvis. Inhale, lengthen again. And exhale, gentle little traction down. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, traction. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. and exhale, traction. Very nice. Let's go ahead and release that. Pick your arm all the way up. And then just go back over to your right one more time. We're not going to stay, just a little fluid movement. Inhale, arm all the way up. Exhale, lower down to the left. And again, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, over to your right. Just one more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, over to your left. Very nice. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, let's lower your arms down. Good. One more little stretch. It's a really good one. I'm going to turn to my side here so you can see me a little bit better. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to hold on to either my left outer ankle or my left foot if I can grab it. Okay, it's a little easier if you can grab that pinky toe sided foot, but if not, you can grab your outer ankle. And I'm going to take my left hand and just set it underneath my left shoulder. Okay, and again, let's try to find a tall, straight spine. And then I'm going to pick up my left foot up off the ground, and I'm just going to begin to press my left foot into my right hand just a little bit. And I'm going to allow, now think about your right shoulder blade, your right scapula. If I start to press my foot into my hand, that right scapula is going to protract away from my spine. So my rhomboids and traps back there, those stress muscles, getting a nice little stretch. And I can even add on here by turning my head and looking over my left shoulder. As I continue to push my foot into the hand, that knee does not need to get straight. Some bodies it will, but it does not need to happen. But as you just traction that foot into the hand, that whole right scapula is pulling away from the spine. We're only doing one side here, so it really just focuses on that right side of your trapezius and your rhomboids. And I'm just gazing over my left shoulder. I'm keeping light on my left hand if I can. I'm just going to take one more big inhale here. It feels really nice in my neck as well. And then I'll exhale, go ahead and put that foot down. And then to do the other side, I'll spin around. Grab your left hand outside your right foot, right hand underneath your right shoulder. And again, begin to pick up that right foot. Start to press softly that foot into the hand. You're going to feel that left shoulder traction away from you as you go towards straightening that right leg. And again, it doesn't need to go towards straight. Maybe it does. Either way is fine. And then just adding on to that neck, I'm going to go ahead and look over my right shoulder. Smooth out your breath and just feel all the way from the back of your head, down your shoulder and arm, allowing those muscles in your left upper back slowly opening up and lengthening. And we'll do one more big inhale here. And then exhale, go ahead back to center. Put that foot down. And come to a comfortable seat and just a couple little shoulder rolls. Good. And then right hand to the floor, out to the side. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring your left arm out to the side. And just soft little dangle of those fingers. And then picking up your right hand off the floor, gently set it on the left temple of your head, dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. So gentle tractioning here, lengthening the side muscles on your neck. And then we'll inhale right up to center. We'll go to the other side. So left hand down onto the ground, left ear towards your left shoulder, right fingers just dangling out to the right side, getting long in the outer right arm. And then float that left hand up, gently press it onto the right temple, gently tractioning down. Maybe a little finger movement in here. Smoothing out the breath. One more inhale here. And exhale right back up to center. Lower your arms down. Let's take a breath together. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Head lifts up, gazes up between the hands. Hold your breath full for just one moment. And a slow exhale as your palms face down to the ground, elbows are wide. Press your hands softly down into your lap, anywhere that's comfortable. And realize that every time you create just a little bit of peace or a little bit of space in your body, it's like working out a muscle. You're going to get better and better at calming the nervous system down. So every time, even you have a little accomplishment of just 5 seconds of peace in your body, maybe you can get 6 or 7 next time, but every time you do this, it's building that muscle memory of just learning to go back into that parasympathetic nervous system. Well, I hope you enjoyed this few little moments of shoulder opening and stretching. I look forward to seeing you again soon.